Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cass Tarot. This is Cass. I am Cass. I'm going to do a collective for the Divine Collective here that's not in contact love reading. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. If you like what I read, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. Again, this is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. It's not in contact. Let's see what's going on with the two of you. How do you feel about each other? What do you need to work on? What's the next moves for the person? All right. All right. How do I feel about now? Okay, so okay, so what I'm looking here for the Divine and what's going on, I see that from the feminine side, the overall energy of this is the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So that tells me that you're not in contact with each other, but there is still love for each other here. But there's no movement. You're at a standstill. There's been issues and you just can't, right now, nobody's giving in. I see the feminine is putting up a fight here, putting up a fight. They're putting a block. They're stopping the brakes, pumping the brakes. Stop what you're doing. I don't want to talk. And even though the Divine Male, he sees the feminine as the Empress. You know, she's the one. He's realizing, it's a point in time where he's realizing her divinity and that things, what can be birthed, new beginnings with her, foundation, success, that's how he's seeing her. But she's not trying to do that. Whatever the issue was is not at this point in time, she's in a standstill. She is on the defense. She is not, cooperative in this effort here. I see right now she needs, what she's looking for from the male is a situation where everybody's in their head. There's thoughts, everybody's in their head and not talking. And for her, the feminine here is needing the masculine to wake up and see things from a different perspective. Because right now, she feels like he's in a mental prison here. Stuck in dogma, stuck in the old ways, stuck of thinking, stuck in just like the ego. The male is stuck, feel like the male is stuck in the ego, and it needs to release those constraints of how maybe a relationship should go. Maybe they want the traditional relationship where the masculine leads, or they want maybe not conventional, not wanting, you know, whatever goals that the male has here, the feminine is not in agreement with it, and she's wanting him to change his perspective, to come out of this mental bondage of thinking things have got to be this way, and work with her in creating their own relationship of how they want to think things. I mean, every relationship has to be what works for the two of you, not what necessarily works for other people is going to work for you and yours in your relationship. So with that said, now with the masculine here, he is feeling that this is showing me that the feminine here has had some harsh words for the masculine. It's like, as I was told, I've been told this before, you always got something to say. You know, the feminine here was calling the masculine out on calling him to his carpet, calling him on his shit. And he didn't like that. You know, a lot of men don't like that. That masculine ego was not conducive to hearing the way that maybe it was probably the way this message was delivered. You know, a lot of times in life, it's not what you say, but how you say it. And so it seems to me in this last uproar, argument, conflict here between the two of you, there was words that were said, and the words really cut the masculine. And he's really feeling that. He's really feeling that, but thinking about that. But he still has to respect He still has respect for the feminine here and how she moves. He might not like it, but he respects it and respecting it right now. So right now at this point in time, because he can't have his way, he's staying away. I'm looking here to see what the next moves would be for you all in this situation. So what are the next moves for the divine masculine and the divine feminine spirit? What's the next moves? So I see here the next moves for the divine masculine. He's still in defensive. He's still in defense, you know. His feelings are still hurt right now. I don't see him maybe having conversation here with you, but his conversation is going to be on the defense. If you do, when you do come back together to have a conversation to try to work this out, the masculine will be on the defense. He's not really seeing any difference, or he's not changed the perspective too much of what he thinks is right and how things to be handled. He's standing his ground in it. He's being maybe overly defensive, you know. Probably doesn't have, knows he's at a disadvantage, but doesn't want to admit that. 6 of Wands. Yeah. To which there's no, he's not going to win the fight. He's not going to win the argument at this one here. As far as the divine feminine, her next move is to she's still hot-headed. She's still upset about the situation. She hasn't healed from it. She's not forgiving just yet. She is really, the situation is playing over and over and over in her mind, and her feelings are hurt. And she's really, really hurt about the betrayal here. What was the betrayal? Spirit, could you tell me what was the spirit for this, to let me know, you know, people to know this is their situation. What was the betrayal here? Because she feels betrayed and she's still hurt about it. 8 of Swords, interference. So, okay, so there was some type of interference between the two of you all, as usual. Let's see, tell me more about this 8 of Swords here. That's the issue. Tell me more about that 8 of Swords. What is the issue here? Why is this such an issue? What happened? Tell me more about this 8 of Swords, Spirit. Tell me more, because she's not trying to get over the High Priestess. Oh, so was there another woman? Another feminine energy that pops up in here? And a Temperance. I've got 2 people. So there's like, I'm seeing a Sagittarius. I'm seeing a Pisces person jumping in. Or if not necessarily the person, but in this situation there was interference from in this situation there were something was uncovered. Okay, yeah, there was something uncovered here. Let me see, can you tell me what was uncovered? What did the feminine uncover that really got her going in Taurus? 8 of Cups. Emotional abandonment. She feels like she's been abandoned emotionally here by the masculine, to which I'm not seeing a whole lot of emotions on the masculine side. The masculine is really in his head about his ruthless actions, about what he's doing, what happened. He's not taking accountability at this point in time. Like I said, he does. This here Empress card is really, really working with me here. The feminine here, you may be a Taurus, Virgo, Libra. Feminine here, or water sign. Masculine, the Chariot is a Cancer here, and I'm seeing that. But as far as what happened here, there was the incidents where secrets came out, things came out. The masculine may be dealing with options here and was not being clear and truthful with the feminine, which caused this imbalance. The feminine, her intuition picked up on something ain't right, and the masculine is over here denying it and not admitting to what's going on. He's being very defensive, very defensive. There's no victory, but he's not finding victory in this. He's not realizing that because he's not opening up and not communicating, that's what's contributing to this separation and not being able to come together. Now, I'm seeing as the outcome here for the 2 of you guys, God still is lost. I feel like you're going to get over some of this heartbreak. It's not going to be completely over with here. There's going to be a success in you all being able to come to some type of balance releasing, having some type of optimism about the relationship, but it's still some instability here. There's still going to be some instability. Lack of, I feel like a lack of moving forward here. In that time, both of you be doing your own healing, individually, working on yourselves, working on the situation, seeing what's going on, and coming to some healing that, not completely overcoming the situation, but at least having some healing. You know, the pain is not hurting so bad, and being able to come out of that depression or anger so much. It's not the end, you know. It's not the end for the two. You will be coming back together again, but it's not the end. Definitely not the end. Let me see what Azuma Freda here has to say about this relationship. Tell me more about the divine feminine and divine masculine relationship right now. Tell me what's going on in this relationship that are not in contact. Tell me what is going on here. With this couple that's not in contact right now, they're mad at each other. What do they need to do, Freda, to deal with this, to get past this? Or are they going to get past this? All right. So we got enjoy the moment. Problematic. Okay, you're going to come out, enjoy the moment. So you guys need to spend more time, I guess, enjoying the moment of peace right now. Actually, enjoy the moment that you are separate from right now, because there's so much tension and turmoil between the two of you. Right now, you do actually have a little peace because you don't have that little going on in your head. Problematic. You will be able to come out of your problems here. You're going to be able to work it out. Maybe not completely, because you still have some issues. Some things you're going to sweep under the rug, but there are some things you are going to address. This relationship, identify the codependency in the relationship here between the two of you all. I feel like also the divine masculine, even though he has feelings, he's not looking for something, or somebody in this relationship is not looking for love per se. They are looking for, you know, I don't think they realize that love is what they want. They're still, I feel like, and this is over here with the masculine, because he's not having any emotions over here. I'm not seeing emotions. I'm seeing him thinking. He's thinking. He's in his head. And for him, he's not looking at the whole factor of the emotional sense here of what this could be the one for him. I don't see the masculine coming into that realization right now. Whereas the female is, you know, she's recognizing that she has emotions, where he's trying to put his emotions in check and just be mental here and thinking about the situation like that. I'm watching. So it's like you all are not trying not to spy on the other person, trying not to watch their social media, trying not to keep up with them. It's like you're trying to, out of sight, out of mind, you're trying to deal with this situation right now. He's not calling me, so I'm not calling him. She's not calling me, so I'm not calling her. Just put her out of my mind. Get over this, get over that. Which is not actually going to get you over the situation. It will help you deal with it. But communication is going to be definitely the key here. Tell me a couple more about this here. Gentleman. Yeah. And cheap. Okay. So I see here, that's what I've got for those messages. Cheap and penny pincher here. It's showing me that the giving in this relationship definitely has stopped. But also what I'm seeing here in the future here, not so much being given by the masculine or the feminine to the other person. There's not a lot being given to the other. There's going to be, you know, you both have your guards up. The masculine more than the feminine having the guard up here as to what is going on with the situation. Not willing to talk, not trying to. The ego is in the way. The ego is in the way for the masculine to have some humility and bow down and say, hey, I was wrong in this situation, or I need to look at this from a different point of view, how these things are working out, to try to work it out. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm mixing up decks here. Hold on. Let's see. Give me some cards here. Messages. Give me some messages for this situation. Okay. What are the messages for the divine masculine and the divine feminine that are not contact with each other right now. What do they need to know? Here. Spirit. Give me some messages for them here. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So you all, this tells me that it's time for you two to go back and remember what attracted you two to each other in the first place. The friendship that maybe you built as the foundation for the relationship. It's time to meet. It's saying a conversation is needed to be had between the two of you to smooth things over with this. Next card I have here is the Hammer. Sabotage. Somebody here, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So that tells me the divine masculine message here of he may be sabotaging the relationship because he's not getting his way. So if he's like, it's more like it's my way or the highway with this one. Dang. There's going to be some growth, though, if you are able to endure in this relationship. There will be growth from the two of you. This is a relationship that's going to cause you to grow whether you want to or not. You're going to grow in self-awareness here of where you stand and your boundaries and the respect that you are demanding in a relationship, whether you're masculine or feminine. And you're also going to grow here in learning to bend the wheel, to compromise, to see it from take another person's perspective into view, and be flexible in his. You can't, one person can't always have their way in the relationship. That's not working. That's not conducive for success here. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. So you are thinking of each other, but you're not making that move. You're trying not to think of each other, actually, Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. And at this time during your separation from each other is the time that you are working on your perspective. Both the masculine, well, the feminine more than the masculine. But this is something that needs to be worked on, is the perspective that you're having here of the relationship and how things should work and the dynamic of the relationship. Apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. So I do see an apology coming here in this relationship. I do see it coming. What advice? Well, no, I see apology coming. So there needs to be an apology made in order for this to move forward. Now, whether or not, will that apology be given? That is the question here. Let's see. Will an apology be given? Give me one yes or no card. Two of Cups. An apology is coming, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for that apology to be given from the masculine side. He's going to express love when you do have conversation. I do see the divine masculine apologizing. It's going to be like pulling teeth to get this done. It's going to choke him. It's going to take every ounce of strength in him to swallow that pride and apologize for their actions. But I do see an apology coming upon a return. What message do you have here? You let me down. So feminine wants to tell the masculine, you let me down. What else does the feminine want to say to the masculine? There was disappointment in how things were handled, how you did things. You guys have been able to talk. You had a friendship that you built this on. And I also see, I know you don't feel the same. So I see here the feminine is starting to realize maybe, the masculine is not showing as much emotion in this situation as the feminine. And it's making her feel like, I know you don't feel the same. What does the masculine have to say to the feminine? Give me some hidden messages here. Hidden truths from the masculine to the feminine. The hidden truth here. I need security. So the masculine is saying that in a relationship, they need security. Whether that is, reassuring words on the security of the relationship, that the feminine is committed to the masculine, and that this is in his best here. So there's questions. He has questions about the security of the relationship. You're not talking now. Is this something that's going to be a repetitive cycle with the two of you? You also have here, will you ever make things right? So the masculine, will you ever make things right? It's saying here, what is the feminine going to do? Is the feminine ever going to step out to maybe soften their approach in how they talk to them. I feel like in this situation, the masculine knows that they what they did that was wrong, but I do believe that the reaction they got from the feminine was kind of harsh and really hurt the ego, hurt their feelings. And so, you know, even though the masculine knows that he needs to apologize for his actions in this situation, what he did that got the two of you to this, brought this everything to a head and to a boil, I feel that the masculine is like, yeah, I may have done this, that, and the third, but look at the way you talk to me. Are you going to make things right as well with that? Let's see if we can get some advice here on how to move forward. What's the advice here for the divine masculine and the divine feminine on moving forward in this relationship? What is the advice? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there needs to be more communication here between the two of you. Really getting some things out in the open, what your expectations are for this relationship, how you feel like you should move forward, what roles you all will play in this relationship, and really setting that clear-cut goals of and expectations. And as you talk to each other about what you know, what your experiences have been, or what you want in this experience, it's going to make your bond deepen here. I've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So, you know, upon union here, I could see some passion helping to, you know, having that make-up sex. You broke up, you make up to break up to make up, rather. Yeah. So, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your lifetime, in your love life. So, you know, Spirit is saying here, it's about divine timing that you guys get together. I do believe it's going to be some missing here. You might come together because you miss each other. You're missing each other sexually. It says, I'm missing you. And in the midst of that, before we get to this make-up sex, you're going to have to, you know, time to get to know each other and realize what's important with each other and how you want to move forward in this relationship. So, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope this was helpful. I'll be uploading more. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing the video. If you like what I said, if it resonates with your situation, subscribe to your girl. Coming out with more content, doing more readings on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are the days I will read with Miriam Kramer. Go visit Miriam. She is the bomb. Her channel is Miriam Kramer. And she's great with its cards and with astrology. She's the astrologybomb.com. But with that said, come visit us. We do usually 1:30 Central, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We get on to try to do free questions. You know, get to know the people, get to talk, have a conversation. But I will be uploading more. I thank you guys for being patient with me. If you do want a personal reading, you can contact me at casttarot@yahoo.com. I do one question, $25, $26 rather, and 2 questions for $35. Do a video reading on that. And that's just, you know, simple, quick, not really going, you know, getting into what is going on for you individually here. If this doesn't, you know, you want to know more about the meat and potatoes of this reading. All right, so until next time, guys, I thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.